We're here at Hightower Park today in downtown Oklahoma City, and it's right near several other parks and the downtown library, but it was just recently, in the past few years, renamed Hightower Park, and it's a small triangle area here and named after the Hightower family that's done so much for our city. And we're out here today to showcase some new activation in the form of artistic sculptural seating by artist Beatrice Mallorca. This area has really been underutilized and underactivated for a really long time. And so through the Downtown Oklahoma City Initiatives Artist Invitational Program, about a year ago, we started asking artists for their submissions for the year and their ideas for how to activate downtown and create not only beautiful art but functional art and art that can solve problems in the downtown area. And Beatrice Mallorca came up with this idea for seating in Hightower Park. The Downtown Oklahoma City Partnership has been keeping a close eye on areas of downtown that were green spaces that weren't necessarily welcoming or friendly for people to sit on and use like you would a normal park space. And so we're making a big effort to kind of return those precious areas in an urban core to usable, welcoming to all types of people, all times of day areas. And so here in Hightower Park, it's just really close to the central business district. It gets a lot of foot traffic, but there was never a place to stop and sit and just ponder or eat lunch. And so we thought this was a great project to do some placemaking. And we are seeing lots of small areas like this and pocket parks or other types of green spaces start to be activated not only through public-private partnerships, but also private property owners are taking a real interest in making spaces more beautiful so that it will help increase the economic impact of the area and just really create a sense of pride for downtown and Oklahoma City in general. At Kerr Park in the Central Business District in Oklahoma City, Downtown Oklahoma City Initiatives applied for the Heart of the Community grant with Southwest Airlines, and in 2017 they were awarded that grant, and we have been able to take those funds and start looking at amenities that could be added to a great space that was not being used by the public. So we did community workshops in August of 2017 and heard from people who work downtown, who live downtown and use downtown frequently, that they would like to see more shade, more seating, more games, special events. And so we are taking those grant funds from Southwest Airlines and using help with Project for Public Spaces in New York City and their expertise to put new amenities in the park that people will be excited to see and start using this summer. The biggest amenities that are being added to Kerr Park this summer are a big pavilion, and it is a structure that will have a really high ceiling and make a big impact architecturally and artistically, but will also be super functional for the area where we can just on a everyday basis use it for shade, but then for special events it could host concerts or movie nights and all kinds of cool things that we haven't seen happen in Kerr Park in a really long time. Asa Highsmith with Commonworks Architects has been the architect and designer on the pavilion, and he was highly involved with the community engagement workshops last fall and is working with Stan Lingo and the team there to construct it. The Parks and Rec Department at the City of Oklahoma City have been instrumental in helping us find planters, chairs, picnic benches that would all be tolerant of our Oklahoma wind and weather, and then also ADA friendly and accessible to people of all different ages and needs in our city. There's another tiny pocket park over near Broadway and Dean A. McGee in the downtown area, and it's adjacent to what was formerly known as the Pioneer Telephone Building. And some of our board members and great developers in Oklahoma City, Andy Burnett and Mark Bedford, have partnered together on that building, and they have seen how important it is to not only redevelop a building for economic purposes, but to also help impact the areas around a building and improve the quality of life for people who will eventually use that for retail or housing and other types of office development. And so there's a small space over there that will ultimately be developed with some functional pieces that need to go in there, but also some art and usable things for the community.